Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are currently heavily focused still on getting our defensive situation up to scratch. Now we've definitely made good progress on that. We also just finished up Positronic AI, which is super nice, and I think for now we'll grab this Artificer output just to boost up our consumer goods a little bit. That sounds good. This Forge World also needs jobs. For the moment we'll put in a civilian industry there and an industrial district. That'll do for now. Beyond that, the Cash Compose should probably build mining stations in Xeris, and then head on over to Tem. Now, we can't grab anything else over here, so once this is all done, we can just get rid of the Cash Compose, and that'll be absolutely fine. So we'll tick on forward here. How are we doing in terms of our fleet power? Well, we're definitely making progress on that. But we need another 13,000 alloys to max this all out, and that's going to put us at 300 out of about 200 naval cap. So we need to deal with our naval cap situation. That is one of our top priorities. Our other top priority is alloy generation, but alloy generation and increasing our naval cap kind of go hand in hand to a certain extent because of the maintenance cost. So there's that. We've got this industrial world here. Indeed. We should probably build an industrial district here. I would very much like to get another building slot. These 3 building slots here are definitely a little painful. Natural sanctuaries? Okay, sure. And we just capped out on... Oh, minor artifacts. Okay, sure. So we can't really do too much about that, right? Other than coming in here and, like, celebrating diversity again. But we've already got that. So we could sell to the private collectors, and that has a cooldown on it. So that's about what we can do for right now. We need to start getting buildings that consume minor artifacts at a certain point. But for now, this'll do. We can sell them to collectors, at least for a bit. And we can bank up some alloys.
Enterprise upsizing.
That's all looking very, very solid. An urgent missive from Dahlberg Prime explains that a number of now former members of the Vengralian Trium seek political asylum on the planet. The local administration has seen fit to pass the decision of what to do with them up the chain of command. So we could have them join, but actually we don't have the policy refugees welcome. Although we should. We should have that policy. That earns us so many pops. Where are our policies these days? Is that under society management? No, they've changed this around, so I'm not actually sure where our policies are. Government? Government. Okay, so we should probably... Oh, policies and edicts are both in here. Good to know. So we should probably go for... Refugees welcome. Done. That earns us a lot of pops and helps us get caught up. So that'll be good. I do want to get at least one more tech world going, and would Astrikian Prime be a good one for that, or Seraclis? Either would be fine. I think we go for Seraclis, probably. Or both. Or both. We might go for both here. We'll see.
Good business.
We're slightly negative on exotic gases. And for now, of course, we're going to put in, as we usually do, our gene clinic, our corporate culture site, and a city district on our new colony. That will need to start to grow. And we'll get that underway. Anything else that we need to work on jobs-wise? The answer is no. So for now, I would like to come in here and take a... Well, actually, what are we doing for tech? I can't remember. Nothing that's going to require upgrades. Okay, we should probably reinforce this fleet for the time being then. That will boost up our naval cap overage, which isn't great. And we are now maxed on minor artifacts again. We can sell to private collectors again, though, apparently. So, cool. What is the cooldown on this? Apparently that's a modifier in our empire. Okay, so that's like a 6-month cooldown. We're probably going to have to do that pretty frequently for now. I don't love that, but I guess it's fine.
Upscaling complete.
Feels kind of fiddly, though, to be honest. So we have 809 alloys now. I do want to continue to reinforce this fleet, and that'll be a bit before that's ready to go, of course. This fleet is done. And so is this one. So we just need to get these two worked on. We're heading into Tem right now. We'll build that starbase. This is the final starbase that we're going to be building out here. Keep that in mind. That said, we can definitely start building hyperspace relays. Which isn't a terrible idea. That's something that we can spend our influence on. So once we're done in Tem, we can start thinking about where we want those to go. I think one line over this way, one up to Vernier, and then one going all the way back to our capital for sure. And we can get a few others going. Sure, we'll recall you. Cool. Low stability on Wua Prime. One going down this way for sure, one going down this way, one coming up over here. And that would be about all we need, because this would be covered up here. Yeah, in theory, something along the lines of that.
Upscaling
now, that's
complete.
going to be a lot of rare crystals. We are making 1 rare crystal per month right now. That's not amazing in terms of rare crystal production, for sure. That said, we can always buy rare crystals. We're making a lot of energy credits. And we're capped on minor artifacts again. So we'll sell to private collectors. There we go.
Research actualized.
And cool, there's our cruiser hull points. From here, what do we want to go for? I'm leaning towards synthetic crystal plants. We know that we're going to need rare crystals.
Upscaling complete.
So we'll get that going. We've got this tech world here, and I would love to get an advanced research complex. Also, goodbye exotic gases. What do we have for exotic gas income right now? 0. Okay, so we're going to be straight up negative on exotic gases. That's noted. We've got a factory world over here. There is a faculty of Archaeo studies. That will be much better if that is built up on Bardigan. Yes. This relic world should be colonized already, right? Yeah, we've got a planned colony there. Are we already there? No, we're on our way over. Okay. So that should go there. And that, of course, means that on this factory world, we would like to put in... I mean, a chemical plant is not what we need right now. What we really need is to just wait on this. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait on that, and we are going to get ourselves synthetic crystal plants. We'll build a synthetic crystal plant there. Cool. So this guy is currently just chilling on automatic construction. What are you building here? I feel like there's nothing to be built here. Okay. He really wants to build something there. I have no idea what he's building. Okay, that's going to be very interesting indeed. So, we're waiting right now. Oh, we just filled up on our minor artifacts again. And we can't sell to private collectors quite yet.
Upscaling complete.
There we go. That'll keep that busy for a bit. So we built our research station in Tem. At this point, we can start constructing our hyper relays. That's a lot of alloys and a lot of rare crystals. That's the main problem right now, is the rare crystal generation. It's about 5 months worth of alloy generation, which means that if we had 2 construction ships working on this, which we're not going to for right now, but if we had 2 construction ships working on it, we'd be spending 1,000 alloys per year on hyper relay construction, which would leave us with like 200 left over to go into our fleet. That's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. I'm going to get this one started. And for now, that's fine. I do want to get this synthetic crystal plant here. High consequence protection as an emergency measure? What even is that? Oh. Sure, we can support that. That can be fine. Mercenary enclaves. Sure. So that's completely okay. I do want to come down and put in our... Where are you? Did we not get it yet? Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, we need the month tick. Okay, there's the month tick.
Research actualized.
Cool. Now, of course, we can come in here and build ourselves our synthetic crystal plants. So that'll be good. There we go. We got that. We've got this agro world here. And I do think an industrial district is what we go with there, boosting up our alloy generation. So we definitely could grab exotic gas refineries. That's a useful thing to do. Reverse engineering minor artifacts would be great for random technology bonuses. So that would be a very good thing to grab, so that we can spend our minor artifacts a little bit more efficiently. Cool. So we're getting this hyper relay in Tem done. Do we need one in Xeris? I don't think so, ultimately. Show us your wares. What do you got? No, they want bunk beds for 2 specialists again. Get out of here. So we're not going to be doing that, and we're just going to slowly make our way through getting some hyperspace relays here. What do we have going on over here? Pictlings. Okay, sure. Speaking of Pictlings, what is their power level? Equivalent? And the Tuxkin? Oh, this is occupied by the Pictlings. Oh, they got wrecked by the Canvazom Horde. Right. They're still considered superior to us, though, so that's fine. We'll sell off a few minerals here. Beautiful. So Bardigan is definitely going to be a tech world, right? Like, almost guaranteed. I want to double check again here. The Archaea Studies. We can build a posthumous employment center while we're looking at this. But the Archaea Studies building that has an upkeep of how many minor artifacts? Actually, it doesn't. It generates minor artifacts if built on a relic world. But it does cost as an initial building. Okay,
Research
so
actualized.
that would give research speed for the entire empire of 100%, only in Archaea Studies, so I think. So that's fine. Minor artifact capacity would be really nice. And yeah, jobs production there. So that would be really good. No doubt about that. There's a founder species on the slave market, and I wouldn't mind buying some of those. So let's go for, say, Wua Prime. We'll buy out the slave market again. There we go. Exotic gas refineries is now done. We could go for reactive armor here, if we wanted armor hardening. And maybe we do. I'm going to go for quantum missiles right now, though. That should be fine. And we can also get some upgrades going here. Specifically, we can go to improved afterburners, right? Or no, we don't have that? No, we didn't actually research that. What did we just research? Right. Exotic gas refineries. Okay. Yeah, I thought about it, but we didn't actually do that. That's right. We can get a planetary administration upgrading here. Wonderful. We've got this mining world here, which is basically getting really close to being maxed out. We can put in civilian fabricators and upgrade to a business management nexus, and that's fine. We're capped on minor artifacts again, and we can sell them off again. Cool. We're about to make it to Bardigan. Ah, our CEO died. Okay. So what do we want to do here? We could name a landmark in their honor. Sure, that sounds good. Cut the ribbon. Fantastic. And who do we want to go for next? We will actually abstain. I don't care who we elect. That should be fine. We're staying out of the business of the board and hoping that they stay out of our business. So that's fine. About 500k up here. Noted. Cool. We're definitely making progress here. Our main issue at this point, of course, is hyper relays. We need to get these built, and we need to get them built pretty quickly. So we're going to queue one up and crash after we're done here.
Research actualized.
And there's reverse engineering minor artifacts finishing up. That is a very, very good thing. Fleet command limit plus 20 is actually not something that we want. I think we'll go for the habitability increase there. That will be a useful thing. Beyond that, what do we want to go for next? Well, I want to take a look over here. Yeah, there's a number of locations here that still need to be built up. So this construction ship is going to be going for a while. That's for sure. This factory world requires a job. And that is quite the factory world, to be honest. I'm going to upgrade our alloy mega forges there. I'm more interested right now in alloys than in consumer goods.
Colonial Enterprise
So that'll be fine.
Upsizing.
Cool. Everything is looking reasonably good on that front. Syraclis Prime is going to finish up very, very shortly here. Very shortly indeed. So I would like to put additional forces into our fleet, but we really, really shouldn't. Not until we fix our naval cap problem, realistically. I'm feeling much better about our alloy generation, but it's still nowhere near where I'd want it to be.
Colonial
A big part of the
Enterprise
reason for that is
established.
because we don't have access right now to Ministry of Production. So that's going to be a pretty big deal. But we are starting to get caught up here. I like it. And our alloy generation is looking a lot better. Not perfect by any means, but better. Out in this colony, of course, we want to put in our gene clinic, corporate culture site, and a city district. We'll get all of that going. And how is the Horde doing over
Research
here?
actualized.
Kind of mediocre, actually. Terminate communications. Okay. So what is going on here? There's a lot of stuff happening here. Subjugated. Okay, sure. That seems fine. Artificer output finishes, and that will boost up our consumer goods, so we don't need to worry about that. Physics research from researchers would be a good future investment. We'll grab that for the moment. That looks magnificent. Dahlberg Prime is
Incoming inquiry.
making progress. This research agreement, do we like this? Actually, yes, we agree to that. This non-aggression pact with the Pictlings, yeah, we agree with that too. Sounds good. We are consuming some influence, but our influence gains are not nearly as important as they used to be now. So I think it's completely fine to be spending some influence on diplomacy here. Should be okay. Now we can take out these void clouds if we wanted to get temporal decay. Realistically, I think we should. I'm going to send new ships here over to do just that. We may even have enough to get that enigmatic fortress under control.
Research actualized.
But we're not quite there yet. Okay, so there's quantum missiles finishing. Next up, let's go for alloy nanoplants and alloy processing facilities. Beautiful. That'll be
Upscaling
absolutely
complete.
fine. And of course, we can upgrade our missiles now to level 4 quantum missiles. Any other upgrades here that we want to do? Not currently. We're still looking for better armor. We'll save that for now. Anything else running missiles? Yes, our destroyers are. So we'll do something like that. Beautiful. Cruisers look fine. Battleships look fine. So these, other than these guys, are going to start to upgrade. That'll be cheap and quick. We're not too concerned about that. Once we're done in Crash, we're going to head up to Syraclis, of course. Cool. And then these guys, once they finish up with temporal decay, they're going to return back to Nightbirth,
Ships
and they'll
upscaled.
upgrade at that point. No big deal there. We have a decent amount of territory here, no doubt about that. This research agreement is super okay. We're very, very happy with that research agreement. These guys are superior to us in tech right now, so we stand to gain a lot out of that. I love it. This factory world here needs a job. And what do we want to put in on this factory world? What indeed? A potential option would be another synthetic crystal plant. Alternatively, we could go with a stronghold and get some naval cap out of it. I think we'll want at least one stronghold per planet ultimately, so we'll go for that for now.
Ships upscaled.
Cool. Our upgrades are moving along very quickly, which we fully expect. Yeah, they're already done. So no problem there. Absolutely great. The cache reconnoiter isn't doing anything because it doesn't actually have a scientist. We can have flexible think go in here because you can you can man a science ship and do another thing now, so that's wonderful. We can toss him in there. And our leader cap isn't too bad at this point. So that's looking solid. I'm a little concerned about our exotic gases. Oh, our leader resigned to pursue more artistic endeavors already. We'll abstain again, but sure, that was very swift. Barely served for any time at all. So we're heading over to Seraclis, and then we'll, of course, work on Wumgium, and we need to make our way over to Vernier. We can't queue up any more than that right now, but for the time being, that'll do. And we'll just construct our way over there. Once we're at Vernier, we could definitely continue over to here and then backtrack out this direction, which would be probably what we'd look to do. Once this guy's done, he will end up over in the Tiamat system, and we can definitely start constructing, like, this wing down over here. That would be fine. Yeah, that seems completely and totally okay. So we'll tick on forward with that plan.
Upscaling complete.
And we're just continuing to work our way through these locations. It'll take a little time to get that back, but that's fine. Beautiful. Migration treaty broken. Sure, whatever. Any other job work we need? For the moment, no. I'm feeling okay with our job work right now, overall. Like, I'm feeling like we have a decent amount of alloys. We could absolutely have more, but I want to work on our naval cap first. That is, I think, a higher priority. Cool. So that puts us up to 213. Yeah, very, very solid. This business management nexus is finishing up. There has to be a scientific explanation for that psionic ability. Absolutely. I'm sure of it. And that is habitability finishing. Cool. Synergy forums, fleet academies. Fleet academies would be really good for us, actually. We should grab that so that we can upgrade this building here. Wow. Flexible Think died as well. Okay, so he died at the age of 100 after having served for 7,388 years. That's definitely very accurate. We'll name a landmark in their honor and cut the ribbon. And he was here. Okay, so we'll put Tender Organ in there. And that, of course, puts us in a much better leader capacity. So that's great. And there's also the Cash Consider over here, which we actually need to recruit a scientist for that. So we can do that. Cool. So this guy serves our empire. Fantastic. And I want you to just assist research over here for now. Actually, you should start flying over to Temporal Decay.
Upscaling complete.
Beautiful. These guys rivaled us. And actually, we should rival them back then. Or no, we already rivaled them. Never mind. We don't want to end that rivalry. So we just want to generate influence off of that rivalry, right? So that's absolutely fine. No problem whatsoever there. We're about to get an observation insight. Cool. But we should have absolutely no problem taking this on. None whatsoever. These guys ended their rivalry with us. They're still inferior to us, so we've definitely bypassed them. These guys are back up to equivalent. Fair enough. I mean, they were overwhelming before, so that's still progress. Although they did lose a lot. And I don't know if I voiced this, but I suspect that because we got a message at some point that they defeated a Leviathan. So I suspect, I think it was here in Bashpat. I'm not 100% on that. But I suspect they lost a lot of their forces to that Leviathan that they defeated and have been rebuilding ever since. I'm guessing that's what happened down here. These guys, I think we just straight up eclipsed, which is fine. I'm completely okay with that. We're definitely making solid progress on all of this. We've got 2,000 alloys in the bank right now. So I would not mind reinforcing our fleets somewhat, but we really shouldn't with our naval cap being still negative. So we'll hold off on that for the time being, and we'll just bank up for now. There's alloy nanoplants finishing, and I think we go for Marauder missiles here probably for the level 5 construction. Do it. 53 months on that is going to be a while. We're going to take this out without any problems. I think we maybe did suffer a couple of losses there. No, fleet is at full strength. Okay, so we're just going to go upgrade the fleet at Nightburst Station. That'll take them a while to get there, but our science ship will research the projects here and survey the system. Fantastic. So we're going to be running into a bit of a problem with our alloy generation as we continue to work through these hyper relays, right? It'll be a little bit before this ship is ready for that, though, and that'll really be a next episode sort of thing. Now, this here is being set up as a stronghold world, and so we'll just put in a city district for now. But it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to continue expanding our defenses. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, James, Shadowwolf, Mlohan80, Rogue Corvid, Kintogan, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Anna the Elephant, Soccerman12 UK, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That was the wrong button. There we go. Excellent.